and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Kelly. I own a creative small business and I make content to bring you along on the journey. Today, I have to paint 5 Halloween buckets. I might do 2 extra though because I already have a base layer on them and I think I could post them for sale and see if there are any last minute takers. Then I have 2 banners to paint. One is for a classroom. I love the look of it. The other one is for a second birthday. It's a "To Let the Dogs Out" theme. I'm pretty nervous about painting them, honestly, the 2 dogs that are on the banner, because last time I painted a dog, the person did not like it. So this is my redemption art, even though I liked that first dog. So I'll bring you along on the process and I'll let you know how it goes, and you can let me know how it goes too. I don't know. So it's a full day. Let's get started. I'm starting with the most fun part of the process, removing the labels. The buckets that I get, it's about 50% whether the label comes off easily or it's horrible. So the way I remove labels is first starting with Goo Gone and I just saturate the surface, and then I go in with, I think it's called a Brio pad, to scrub it off. But you have to get that wet first. So let's start by just lathering up this label. You can get these buckets at like any home improvement store. I get mine at Menards. When you rub the label, the ink comes off on the paper towel. I'm just using the same paper towel, folding it over a different way to do the other bucket. Processing this, oh no, I have a bucket over there. Oh my goodness, I just thought I did not have enough buckets of this size. I have one over there that already has the label off of it. Oh my goodness, because I have 3 more that I have to do a base layer on. These are going to be getting this pattern painted on it. That was a moment of panic. I really don't even know how much this layer helps. This step helps. The size that I'm doing right now is the trick-or-treating size. So this is what kids will walk around with as they're trick-or-treating to collect candy. The larger size that I just showed you is for like to have at your front door to pass out candy. Those were a huge hit this year. And the larger size is what I have 2 extras of that already have a base layer. I might paint something just generic like trick or treat on it, or I might leave the word, the name part blank, and I'm just gonna post it on social media and see if anybody wants them. I might as well take the extra steps to see if I could get that sale. And if not, I have it for myself or I have it for next year. Now that these labels are saturated, I'm gonna go get this Brio pad wet and scrub it off. Okay, I'm definitely messing something up. I do not remember it looking like this. I think I need to figure out how to scrape this label off more before I go in with that scrubbing pad. Why can I not remember what I did? It's only been a few weeks since I've had to, yeah, I think I peeled this off more first. So let's do that fun part. Ugh, I just do not like this process. Guys, this is such a weird process because now the label that I peeled off isn't wanting to come off with these Brio pads. So, oh, there we go. I just needed to do some more effort. I need to put more force in it. Now that the labels are removed for both of these, I'm going to go back over it with Goo Gone, and then I'm just going to use some other cleaner to get any of the goo residue off. This step, I just feel like I'm like polishing it. Voiceover Kelly here, giving you a quick peek at a time lapse of all the layers that go into making these buckets. The first layer of the bucket is the most important. If you don't let that base layer dry and you put more paint on top, the paint will drag and it will not set properly. So this gingham pattern was actually pretty complicated to do. I don't know if I'll do it the same way for the next round of buckets that I do, because I had to wait for each stripe to dry before I could do the next, so it didn't drag the paint off. This other style was a lot better because I was able to do a base layer before I went and added more on. It was just an even coat, so I'll definitely do more like that next time. I ended up painting just about 30 buckets in total for the Halloween season. I'm really happy with that number. Normally I don't care about numbers, but this was my first time trying these buckets. When I was little, I would see different painted buckets that my mom would show me or I would see other people have, and I dreamed of painting them, but I never actually envisioned myself as the artist behind them. So I'm really proud of myself for the way these turned out. Also, that gingham was adorable. I loved that. Here I am doing some lettering for the names for the pastel buckets. This is for Brady and Bryn. And in this batch, I'm also doing them for a Wally and an Owen and a Jacob. Sorry, I had to think of all the names. The process of doing the white before painting the colors on top for the different graphics really helped the colors pop, and that's definitely a style I'm going to do in the future when I paint buckets again. And if I ever decide to paint windows, that's the style I'll do for windows as well. It just keeps the colors really vibrant, and it creates this outline that makes them just kind of look like stickers on the buckets, and I think it's really adorable. Doing lots of colors is really time consuming and it's adorable, but you have to take that into account when pricing the buckets. I definitely spent more time on these than what I would like for my hourly rate, but they turned out adorable, so I really don't mind that much. But if you're gonna do buckets, just keep it in mind. Okay, well, unfortunately, this is where the vlog really starts to take a turn, and you'll hear why in just a moment. Thanks for hanging in. It's still going to be a great rest of the video. Unfortunately, the day that I started this vlog, my camera broke. I got this camera back in maybe 2017, and then in 2020, I shattered the back screen, and then this week, all of a sudden, it decided to have the back screen actually fall off. Fortunately, my sister was a genius and had the idea to go to CVS to get a glasses repair kit and just use a tiny little screw from that to connect it back together, and it works. So I'm back to vlogging, but this video is taking a bit of a turn. I'm gonna do a voiceover for the remaining footage that I got from that vlog, but I wasn't able to do any talking videos because of the camera malfunctioning. So let's finish that day, and then after that, we'll fast forward to today. This is the banner that I'm painting for the classroom. It says, "Not for school, but for life." I think it's like the theme or the motto for this school year for this particular high school. I think it's a really awesome phrase because school is important because of the skills you learn, not just to get an A on a test or to graduate the school year, but to learn the skills that you'll use all throughout life. Sorry this keeps going in and out of focus. I had no idea when I was filming, but at least you can get the gist of what my process is when I paint. I definitely color block when I paint, so I'm doing all of the white first, then I'm gonna go in with the light blue color, and then I'll go in with navy at the end. Color blocking definitely saves time when painting, so if you are a banner artist, paint one color at a time, and when you design your banners, paint it so that way it'll be easy for you to go through this process of painting. I'm not gonna lie, this banner was actually really hard for me to design because I know this teacher's going to stare at it every single day in their classroom, and so it needed to be a cute look that wasn't too trendy, that wasn't hard to mess up, or there'll be different elements that would drive her crazy. I mean, she's really nice. Nothing will drive her crazy, but I just put a lot of pressure on myself for this banner, and it made me nervous to do. And here's the final banner. I think it looks good. Obviously, I have to trim the edges, but I like the way it looks. I love the way it turned out, and if it was in my classroom, I would be happy with it. I am seriously so happy with the way those dogs turned out. I was really nervous because, like I mentioned earlier, the last dog I did, the person didn't like, even though I thought it was cute. And these just turned out so cute. I used different elements, different actual clip arts of the dogs than I did the previous time I painted dogs. And so it worked well with the vibe that I know I can paint well. I thought they turned out adorable. I thought there was good dimension and texture to them. They weren't just flat images. So I really am proud of myself for the way that banner looks. I've never given someone a banner that I didn't like, but there are banners that I'm more proud of than others. I think that comes with the challenge level that the design has. And that one was a more advanced skill, I guess, than what I typically do. Okay, let's get back into today. I'm working on some designing and some templates. I am in a mood to hyper focus on banner templates and get more uploaded to my website. My holiday collection is going to be launching on November 1st, so I want all of my non-seasonal ones to be uploaded before I do that launch. I hope to do a lot of marketing and promotion to get those designs out there. By having more on my website, it will just help that traffic even more. There are quite a few templates that I haven't uploaded yet, and so I just want the designs to be in the hands of people who want them. So I'm going to tidy up this table a bit over here that you can't see. Actually, I might work on this table. I haven't worked on this table for a while because it's just been a mess. So maybe I'll tidy up this table so then I can work on my big Mac computer without feeling all cluttered. So let's do that now. My current problem is that I'm running out of storage for paint. That's why it's just taken over this table, because the little cart that I have over there is overflowing. So I'm just gonna throw all this paint into bags and totes right now. So it turns out I haven't used this desktop computer since August because the background of the computer currently is the August calendar. So I think at this point, since it's October 27th, I might as well make it a November background. Let's change this. I'm just opening up Canva. You know what? I'm gonna figure out how to screen record this process so I can show you how I make my desktop background. Can't really find my words today. Y'all, I am so happy right now because I had already made an October backdrop for my laptop, but now I realized I already made the November one back in October. So all I have to do is save it and it's ready. I knew I would thank myself eventually. Okay, now that my computer is refreshed, I restarted it just to give it a fresh start, and my background has changed, so now I can just get in the zone to work on design drafts. What I'm essentially doing is taking all of the banners that I've made in the past month or so. I don't even know how long it's been since I've last updated the digital templates on my website, but I'm taking all of those drafts and making them into templates so then other people can edit them and make them their own for whether it's their child's birthday party or a baby shower they're throwing, or if they're a banner artist themselves, they can use these for their customers. There's a lot of talk in the banner world about copying other artists, and buying somebody's templates is a way to respect the artist. Many banner artists sell their template because people are inspired by the designs they created, but we can't just replicate what other people do. That's why I offer mine online, because I want to save people time, and I know how much time it takes for me to make templates, and so if somebody's doing this as a side hustle, which it's the perfect side hustle, they don't have a lot of time to commit to it. It's cheap just to get a template that matches their customer's theme or aesthetic, and they just have to paint it. When I send banner drafts to my customers for painted banners, I send them about 4 designs, and on my website, the templates that I offer are in bundles of 6 designs. So when I go ahead and convert them to templates to sell, I have to add 2 more designs to the bundle, so that way it's a quality purchase for somebody to spend their money on. So for the designs that I'm doing today, I have to add a couple more designs to it before I list it on my website. This vlog is going to be a little bit more piecemealed, and I don't even know how long it's going to be because of the weird camera malfunction, but I want to make sure that I get a video out. I've set a goal for myself that I have a video out every Monday for you, and I know it's going to take a while for all the videos to be the quality that I love, but I'm trying hard, but I'm just trying to show up consistently for you. Count on my videos each Monday because that's the commitment I've given myself. Some might be longer, some might be shorter, until I can really get into a routine and a habit of creating for you. With that being said, I'm super excited for next week's vlog because next Monday is November 3rd. Let's see if I can show you. It's not going to focus, but next Monday's November 3rd, and I'm planning to launch my holiday collection on November 1st. And so this week, I'm going to take you along the journey of me painting and preparing some holiday products. So really look forward to next week's vlog. I know today I've just thrown this together to have something up really for my sake. Next week's is the one to look out for. I'm so excited. That is it for today's vlog. I know it was a weird one, but thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you next week when we talk about my holiday products. Thanks for staying tuned, and happy creating!